saw a commercial for these drops for people that need cheaters, and I'm willing to give them a try.
I'd be afraid they'd ruin your eyes.
I know.
I mean, what can they have to be putting something in their eye.
It's 5 o'clock. I'd like to call the Board of Directors meeting to order. Lisa, could we please have a roll call?
Director Rice,
Here,
Director Carly Simon, Director Sauter,
Here.
Director Lackey,
Here.
Board Chair Raha,
Here.
and Superintendent Norman.
here.
Okay, we have a quorum, the meeting's now called to order. Item 2 is public comment. Anybody who wishes to address the board? Seeing none. Item 3 is recognition of any guests or visitors who wish to address the board. Seeing none. Okay, item 4 is a motion to approve the agenda. We have some additions to the agenda. Under the consent agenda, item B would be to approval of the minutes of the March 23rd, 2022 special board meeting. And then under action portion of our agenda, under the business section, item F is a motion to approve the application for cooperative sponsorship for boys and girls golf between ISD number 701 Hibbing Public Schools and Chisholm Public Schools, effective with the 2021-2022 school year. And then item G under business will be adjourning for a closed door session for a superintendent evaluation / contract. Okay. So I'm looking for a motion to approve the consent agenda as amended.
I'll make the motion with an amendment to the date at the top to reflecting today's date of March 28th.
Okay. Okay, so we have a motion by Danielle and a support by Cindy. Any comments or questions? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Moving to the action portion of our agenda under personnel. Item A is a motion to accept, motion to approve the consent agenda. We already did that. Okay.
Without
You
Do
skipped
the-
it, superintendent.
superintendent report.
Oh, here I was talking to him, and I just cut him right off. Adrian, go ahead.
Thank you. Happy to announce that we're going to be working with the United Way in a mentoring program, a lunch buddy system at the Von Steffensrud. Just so you're aware, they do background checks of anyone that will be part of that program. It's a neat thing. I've seen that in other school districts and systems I've been in, and very nice thing for the kids. Update on a couple of the big meetings recently where the chair and Director Lappy and myself presented to the House Tax Committee on a bill that was introduced on our behalf and previously to the Senate Tax Committee, and both moved forward unanimously. And so that was a positive, and now the update is both sides have to get together on common language with the bill, and if they can agree to that and move that forward, and eventually if that passes, it gets attached to the larger tax bill for a vote. So crossed 2 hurdles last week that were very important for our school district, and I was happy to see the end result of that. And I can say that the in-person Senate meeting was much more intimidating than the Zoom meeting of the House. A lot easier to talk over Zoom. So they were very happy to see kids present and the fact that board members and myself were there presenting. So it went very well. You've been made aware to anyone else that our new website and app has launched. If you go to the Play Store, you can just search Chisholm Public Schools and download the app and it'll be on your phone. And it's a condensed version of what the new website looks like. Any questions on that? That turned out really, really nice.
Mhm.
Way more
It did,
interactive.
yeah,
and
it was
engaging.
nice, I checked it out.
The communications plan that we formerly had with Wrap Strategies, Todd Wrap has an exclusivity agreement with another vendor, and so he's not able to help us moving forward. But the chair and I met with Ingenza and Jessica Sletness is working on our website portal right now for a very similar plan that Rap Strategies was gonna do. And I thought the meeting went very well, and
That was great.
I think she has a lot to offer, and she will
What was
help
her
us.
name?
Jessica Sletness.
SLETNESS.
And then I have an upcoming meeting next week or the following week, well, with someone from the teacher union side that is interested in supporting the teachers union on our project and helping us with some advertisement and things as well. So that's great. So we're growing some more folks and momentum, and more the merrier. Yes.
To go back to that, to Ms. Letness, did I hear that was not gonna cost our district anything additional?
Correct.
That's great.
So those were the updates to date so far. Any questions?
I was wondering about the whole tax thing. What is the timeline? Do you have any idea, or?
So good question. The next hurdle was right away in April, and then the second or third was the end of April. They go on a Easter holiday as well. Believe it's May 23rd, but don't quote me on it, is their final day of session, but that is oftentimes fluid and goes beyond that.
Oh yeah, I think that is the one that David said too, was May 23rd.
So that's where that's at.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, any other
Thank you.
questions for Adrian? Okay, thank you. Sorry for missing you. It's been a while. Anyway, okay, moving on to item 6, a motion to approve the consent agenda. Item A is the minutes of the February 28th, 2022 regular meeting. And item B is a minutes from the March 23rd, 2022 special meeting. Do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So made.
Motion by Shelley, is there a support?
Support.
Support by Danielle. Comments or questions on those items? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item 7 is personnel. Item A is a motion to accept the resignation from Amber Toole, a paraprofessional at the Von Steffens Route, effective April 14th, 2022. Do we have a motion?
So made.
Motion by Shelley, is there a support? The chair will support. Any comments or questions?
Well, in her letter, she's asking if there's a possible way of taking a leave of absence. Is that, I mean, didn't come on the agenda that way, but she asked for that anyway. If it's possible, I don't know what that we've given aides leave of absences before, but I'm not sure if they have to be here a certain amount of time or.
So I believe it talks about I'm considering coming back, and it wasn't a definitive statement
Okay.
of return, so what we said was we struggle to fill those and we constantly are hiring, and so if you do choose to come back, that, we would
That would probably,
go through a process.
okay, just wondering.
So we have a motion and a second to accept the resignation of Amber Toole, paraprofessional from the Vaughn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Moving on to item 8, the business portion. Item 8 is a motion to approve the collective bargaining agreement between ISD number 695 and Joe Phillips, District Technology Director, for the periods of July 1, 2022 through June 30th, 2024, and July 1, 2024 through June 30th, 2026. Do we have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Danielle, is there a support?
Support.
Support by Cindy. Another nice negotiating session with Mr. Phillips. a very valuable person for our district. There's no doubt about it, and I'm glad that got him into a long-term deal. So we have a motion and a second to approve the agreement between ISD 695 and Joe Phillips. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item B, a motion to adopt a resolution relating to the Chisholm Public Schools endorsing House File 4042 and Senate File 3622. Bills to allocate taconite tax revenue for proposed facility projects.
So those are the two bills that we presented last week that it would be, by your adoption, would be sending a message back that we fully support what this is trying to do for our school district.
Okay, I will read a bit of this. Be it resolved by the School Board of Independent School District number 695, State of Minnesota as follows. Whereas the Chisholm Public Schools are dedicated to providing the best educational opportunities for our students. And whereas the Chisholm Public Schools understands that continued investments in technology, learning materials, classroom, and our infrastructure will allow our schools to advance our educational mission and provide opportunities for students into the future. Whereas an investment is needed to bring advanced vocational and technical education to an important portion of our students, along with robotic and information technology programs for Chisholm. An investment is needed to consolidate our buildings on one campus, modernizing our important elementary facilities, improving safety and HVAC systems, and providing safe and a secure school district. And whereas our schools have received the enthusiastic support of key legislators to advance these goals, therefore, be it resolved that the Chisholm Public Schools endorse House File 4042 and Senate File 3622. Bills to allocate taconite tax revenue to match a portion of the cost for these initiatives, thereby lowering the property tax import on our communities. And be it further resolved that our schools applaud the efforts of the authors of these bills, Representative Dave Lislegard and Rob Eklund, along with Senators David Tomasoni and Thomas Bach, and thank them for supporting public education on the range. Do we have a motion? Motion is by Shelley. Is there support by Cindy? Could we have a roll call, please, Lisa?
Director Rice,
Yes.
Director Cryer Simon, Director Sauter,
Yes.
Director Lappy,
Yes.
Board Chair Raha,
Yes. Thank you. Motion is adopted. Okay. Okay, item C is a motion to accept the American Indian Education, AIPAC, and district compliance documentation and resolution of concurrence as presented. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Motion is by Shelley, and the chair will support. Adrian, you want to maybe explain what this is a little bit?
So annually, we have to submit a report that's showing that we have a parent committee as part of our American Indian Ed program, and then an American Indian Ed coordinator. And so now that we have Charles Wagner on board, he's taking on that position. They had their first board meeting the other night. Unfortunately, their first meeting and their next meeting both fall on in Jensen meeting nights. I really wanted to try to attend, but by law, we have to have that. And that their board helps advise on how we spend money and support our students. So it helps guide that work.
It's nice to have a director.
It is. I'm very happy. He's taken over some of the things that I had started, and he's been doing a great job.
Okay, great. Okay, so we have a motion and a second to accept the American Indian Education and District Compliance documentation. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item D, a motion to approve the renewal contracts with the Northeast Service Co-op for Ethernet private line at $2,000 per month and broadband internet service at $1,755 per month for a 60-month term, effective July 1st, 2022. If I remember correctly, back when they built the broadband, we signed on for a 5-year contract. And this is just a renewal. And they do a good job. They got some really good people over there. So do we have a motion? Motion is by Danielle. Is there support? Support by Shelley. Any comments or questions? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item E. A motion to approve payment to Bobcat of Duluth Incorporated in the amount of $6,600 for the purchase of an 84-inch snow blower, hydraulic chute, and deflector.
So that's the new tractor. That'll help like in our larger areas of the parking lot, because what happens is they're pushing snow and then they have to bring their Kubota over it and then pick up the snow, drive it and dump it in different areas. Having the chute on it, so we can move the snow a little further and clear the lots quite a bit quicker, should help. And I'd asked Mr. Plant a while back about what tools do you need to help improve, how we work here, and that was one of the issues that wanted us to work towards getting, so. Anything else I'm missing?
No,
Okay.
it makes snow manageable,
Yeah.
more manageable.
Because what's happening when they push into a bank, and the bank gets so high, and they end up having to keep going back and scoop and move it to other places. This way they can shoot it over farther and snow control, and instead of our parking lot squeezing in like this, they'll be able to manage it a little better.
Okay.
Is that potentially something that we could use in the winter, like on that side of the building for better
Yes,
student?
yes.
Okay.
Okay, great. So I'm looking for a motion to approve the payment to Bobcat for the equipment indicated. Motion is by Cindy
I'll support.
and then by Danielle. Any other comments or questions? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item F. A motion to approve the application for cooperative sponsorship for boys and girls golf between ISD number 701 Hibbing Public Schools and Chisholm Public Schools, effective with the 2021-2022 school year. Do we have a motion?
So, support.
Motion is by Danielle, support by Shelley. Is this a year-to-year thing?
Correct.
Okay. You know how many kids we got?
I do not. This came from an email from Mark. Travis and Mark went to the last AD meeting because I had a conflicting meeting. Actually, I might have been in the cities, I'm not sure. And Hibbing's AD, Keith Turner, had mentioned to them that a couple of parents had reached out to see if their students were eligible, and we hadn't renewed our form with them. So as an annual thing, we need to have that renewal so they can have that opportunity.
Okay.
On here, it says we have one male in the previous years.
Prior to this year.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the application for cooperative sponsorship for boys and girls golf. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Okay. At this time, we're going to adjourn.
Hang on, we got one. But you have to, it's your item. So then I'll say that's your item.
If I can add something before we adjourn too.
We have to do our discussion before you. adjourn.
Discussion. Any other discussion from members?
You listed it as item G as a closed door eval, so since you listed it, that's why I said that.
Wait to announce it.
Yep.
Do a vote. Or not a vote, but a motion in a second, and then go to close.
Correct. Because it was an addition.
She has something.
Oh, I just wanted to, comment on behalf of the Kiwanis Club. We received a call on Friday that we did in fact win the contest. So thank you to everybody who voted,
That's great.
and now we're gonna get it by next summer, we're hoping to break ground. So
Excellent.
that was very
Fabulous.
exciting.
Oh, that's so
Fabulous.
exciting.
They said that Chisholm was a little town that could and did.
That's great.
Very good.
Very
Yeah.
So
good.
we know what it is, but if anybody's watching, you wanna explain
Oh,
what it is?
the Chisholm Kiwanis Club is building a community splash pad by the Memorial Park up by the water tower. And yeah, it'll be for all ages and all abilities, and we're really looking forward to it.
Excellent.
That'll be great.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Great news.
Okay, so we need a motion.
So nice.
Motion by Shelley and Cindy supports. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, we're going to adjourn for a closed door. Are we not?
So bye, everyone.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for attending.
Thanks for
Appreciate you
coming.
One correction on the joint application for the golf thing, we got the regions reversed.
That was Keith.
That came from Keith.
Both of them. Good catch.
Do we want student council at the 20th community meeting again to help? Okay.
The big meeting.
The big meeting, yeah.
So you see, I haven't
Thank
been sitting idly by just coughing.
Sir?
You're welcome. Just waiting for me.
All right, have a good evening. Thank you.
You too, Mark. Thanks, Mark.
See you, Mark.
Are we shut off?
Yeah, I just have to turn on. It says there.
Can you do me a favor? In my office is that HCC thing that you were working on today. It's on my desk.
Okay.
Can you grab me that, please?
I'm gonna make her walk.
Oh, I can get it. I didn't even think of that.
Oh, my God.
It does say we're still live up there.
Huh? It can't be, because I have everything turned off.
Well, it says live.
Okay.
I know how to shut it off. It just means your adjournment is not gonna be part of the meeting.